Paula with Exercise 101 along with the UNBC Rec. I want to thank you for joining us for class today. Please make sure that you're consulting with your healthcare physician prior to starting or changing your exercise regimen. When preparing for this class, please make sure you have some water, a good pair of shoes, flexible, loose clothing, bottom and top, as well as supportive clothing. I want to remind you that today that we're going to work on a new medium of working out or new way of working out. So for class today, you're going to need a mat. And don't forget to check us out on all of our social mediums to include our YouTube channel as well as our Facebook. So when you're ready, we are going to start off with a new exercise regimen called Tabata. So Tabata, T-A-B-A-T-A. And T-A-B-A-T-A. And it is a way of working out that includes 8 rounds of exercise and 8 exercises within a round. Okay? And each exercise is done for 20 seconds, and then you have a 10-second rest/transition period before you start the next exercise. For today, we are going to incorporate our warm-up as part of the exercises that we'll be doing. Now, when you do a Tabata, you don't necessarily have to do it that way, but I think that it's an all-encompassing way of getting your workout in. With that being said, when you choose the 8 exercises, you want to make sure that you choose a combination of cardio exercises or aerobic exercises, as well as strength exercises, and exercises that transition nicely from one to the other. So you wouldn't want to put an exercise where you are getting off of the ground and you're going right into a maybe a plyometric or a jumping exercise, because you may find that it takes you a little bit longer to get up off of the floor between rounds 5 and 6 when you've been doing this for the last 4 rounds or 5 rounds, right? So you want to pick exercises that work really well together. And you'll see that I've picked a few today that seem to transition well one from the other. When you're doing the Tabata, make sure that you keep accurate time. It is going to happen where you may go over 1 or 2 seconds, whether you do that on the workout part of it or on the working part, which is the 20-second part, or on the resting period. But try to keep it as close to 20 seconds for working out and 10 seconds for rest as much as possible, okay? All right, if at any point in time during this workout you need to take a break, please do so, okay? Hit pause, go sit down for a little bit, and then come back and restart, okay? Sometimes even as simple as the exercise may seem and can be, it can still be kind of tedious and tiresome because you're doing them succinctly and you're not taking a large break between the sets, all right? So when we do cool down, we're going to do a separate cool down, okay? And I recommend a separate cool down when you're doing Tabata, just so that your body is used to coming all the way down from a really hard workout, and you're not just jumping right into your daily normal habits or workout habits without really cooling down the body and stretching the body after the workout, okay? But like I said, warming up right with the workout works just fine, okay? All right, so we're going to get started in less than 1 minute. So if you don't have a mat, grab a mat. If you don't have water, grab water. And we're going to get ready to go in about 45 seconds. With your mat, make sure it's readily available to you because you're going to, again, transition from standing to laying and then standing again. But again, the transitions are smoother, or they try to be, or I try to make them as smooth as possible so you're not quickly jumping into where you feel like you're jolting from one exercise to the next. So we're going to start out with marches, nothing new, all right? Then we're going to turn and do our free squats. Remember, your arms can come up next to your ears or be down at your sides. Then lunges, arm circles, mat push-ups, but you can also do your push-ups on the wall. And then I'll tell you the rest in a few. Let's start with our marches. now. So marching, and we're going to march for 20 seconds. And then we're going to take 10 seconds to rest before we start the squats, okay? And you're just breathing, warming up the body. You have 4, 3, 2, 1, squats. Oh, rest for 10 seconds, rest. I'm so ready to go with you. All right, let's get ready to squat in 3, 2, and 1, and squat, okay? Remember, you have your feet hip width apart, okay? All right, you have 3, 2, and 1, and rest. And then we're going to get ready to start our lunges in 3, 2, 1. So lunge. Five seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Then we're going to do arm circles, okay? Get your arms out at the side, and let's circle. Good. Nice, long, upright spine. And feel free to change directions. Good. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. And now we're going to go into our mat push-up. So come on down to your mat. Hands underneath your shoulders. And let's push up. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. And now we're going to place our hands underneath our shoulders, and we're going to go right into our cat stretch in 3, 2, and 1. So round the back, and flat back, and round, and flat back, round, flat back, and one more. Good. And go ahead and walk your hands to your knees, come up to standing as nice as you can, and let's do our toe touch. So touch your toes, and roll on up. And touch your toes, and come on up. And let's bring our arms up to the ceiling on our tippy toes. Down, roll up, reach up. 2, and 1, and rest. And then for our last one, we're going to do our butt kicks. But we're going to do it in a regressive mode. Okay? And start. So heel to glute, heel to glute. So this is where I was saying we can use this as a warm-up because you can start with the regressive of each exercise. You don't have to go into the progressive right away. 3, 2, 1, rest. And that was all 8 exercises, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. We're going to restart it in 3, 2, 1, march. Now, you may feel after round, let's say 3, that you're going to feel apt and up to doing the progressive of every exercise. That's perfectly fine. Go for it, okay? We're going to rest in 3, 2, 1, rest. And now we're going to go into our squats. So if you didn't bring your arms up, try to bring them up. Otherwise, you can keep them on your waist. And let's squat. And notice, like I said, I put in resting exercises or what I call recovery exercises. So I try not to put 2 cardio exercises next together or 2 strength exercises back to back, but I try to alternate and rest. Try to alternate, okay? Get ready for your lunges. 3, 2, 1, and lunge. And you could always start with a high lunge first, all right? But if you're ready to go down into your 90-90 lunge, you can do that as well. But remember, you're going to have 6 more rounds to go, so pace yourself. This builds endurance. And rest. All right, get ready for arm circles, arms out. Breathe and circle. So we're going to go 10 seconds in one direction and change directions at 10 seconds to go to the back. And circle back. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Now come on down to your mat for your push-ups. And I just want to remind you of your regressive push-up here. Come down to my knees and push up. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. You have 5 seconds. And rest. Cat stretch. Hands more underneath the shoulders, more of a tabletop position. Inhale and exhale, round. And round. One more. Good. Walk your hands back and roll on up and come to standing. And just get ready for toe touches. Here we go. So, reach down, touch your toes. Reach up for the ceiling. Hinge and touch your toes. Roll up, reach for the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale and rest. And then butt kicks, okay? 3, 2, 1, and kick, okay? Kick. Heel to glute. Get it as close to your glute as possible. You got it. Arms can be at your sides. Arms can be at a 90-degree angle, bent at the elbow. Arms can even be up. 3, 2, and rest. All right? Then we're going to restart from the top, 3rd round. Okay? And 3, 2, 1, march. You may feel the need to take your march up a little bit. At this time, you should be feeling warm. You should be feeling warmed up. Your heart rate should be increasing, okay, every round. 3, 2, 1, and rest. And then we're going to go into our squats. So you can always find a new way to do each exercise. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to do a wall squat. And I'm going to slide on up and walk it on out. So variations of all the exercises. Everything that we talked about. And rest. All right, get ready for your lunges. Take a breather, have your water close by, take sips as you need them, and let's lunge. Notice my hands are down by my side this time. Good. Keep your form. Don't lose your form as you make that transition. 3, 2, and rest. Okay? Get ready for your arm circles. I'm going to turn sideways for you. And arm circle. Circle forward. Half the time. And circle back. Remember, our push-ups come after this. And from our push-ups, I think I'm going to do them on the wall for the next set. And break or rest. Okay, take a rest. So I'm going to prepare myself, and I'm going to get started in 3, 2, 1. Good. Keep going. You have 4, 3, 2, and rest. Now don't forget your cat stretch, so come on down to your mat. So that's the only thing. We see that transition. I was already on my mat for my other push-ups, but then I had to come down to my mat. So let's round. And flat back. And round. Don't drop your belly button when you come back to the start for this exercise, okay? You have 3 seconds. 2, and rest. Good. Now come on up for toe touch. And 3, 2, 1. So let's start by reaching up and then touching our toes. And rolling up. And reaching up. And now touch your toes. Three, 2, 1, and let's get ready for our butt kicks. In 3, 2, 1. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Good job. Now we're going to go into round 4. So we're at the halfway mark. So try for this next set, or next round, to do every exercise in the progression. So marches. Go. Knees up. Move those arms. Elbows back. Three, 2, 1, and take a break. And now we're going to go into our squats. Okay? All right. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull your belly button in, okay? Belly button in. Stick your glutes back, like sitting on that dirty toilet. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Okay? Lunges come next. In 4, 3, 2, and lunge. Three, 2, and 1. Rest. Arm circles. Fingers out. Palms forward. And 3, 2, circle. Change directions. And rest. Good. Come on down to your mat. Get ready for your push-ups. All right. And let's push up. So I decided to do one-legged push-ups. And the halfway mark, I'm going to change my legs. So change legs. Switch the legs. And rest. Good. Now, come to your cat stretch position. Go ahead and get into that position. Palms flat on the mat. Inhale, and let's exhale and round. Flat back again. Again. Really pull that belly button in and press those palms to the mat. And rest. Good. Now, take your time. Come on up. Make sure you have enough space. We're going to start by reaching up this time. So arms up, reach up, tippy toes, and now hinge at the waist. Inhale, reach up, tippy toes. Streamline that body, pulling the belly button in. Inhale. Exhale. And rest. Good. And now we're going to do our butt kicks. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Looking forward, chin hovering over the chest, arms at your side, bend to the elbow, keep your fingers loose and your palm open, rest. And then we start on round 5. So this is just a Tabata. You keep going round after round until you get to round 8. And march. And notice that each exercise is not long. The rest is not long. So it makes for one of those exercises, one of those workouts that you can get done easily in 45 minutes. And rest. And again, I can't stress it enough. Don't make the transitions hard. Don't make the exercises hard. Put a little bit of everything. Squats in 2 and 1. Squats. Okay? Don't kill yourself either with getting everything in the sense of, maybe you had a leg day, right? And you decided that you want to do 15 pounds for legs, and then from there you want to do 15 pounds of arms rest. Okay? Don't hurt yourself by doing 2 hard things back to back. All right, let's go into our lunges. Let's go. Keep track of the time. Keep yourself accountable to the time. Good. 2 and 1. Good. Arm circles come next. Arms out. And let's start backwards this time. 3, 2, 1. Circle back. Inhale, exhale. And circle forward. And rest. Good. Come on down for your push-ups and prepare. So I'm going to start on my toes, drop down to my knees, and push up. Fingers spread wide. Good. 3, 2, and rest. Walk your hands where they ought to be. Okay, so this is tabletop. This is your all fours position, excuse me. And we're going to round. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Really pull that belly button in. Get that crunch going. And rest. Good. Walk your hands back. Come to standing. Now let's get ready. And this time we're going to start from our toes, hinging first, then reach up. All right, let's do it. Touch your toes. Roll up. Reach up. Hinge and touch your toes. Roll up. Reach up. Again. And rest. And then butt kicks, okay? All right, here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Butt kicks. Three, 2, 1. Rest. Very good. And we're going to start all over again. Round 6 is coming up. So notice how you're feeling. Note your heart rate. If you're feeling really tuckered, make this next round, regressive marches. All right? If you're feeling really energized, then this round would be more progressive. So your marches would be here. Or you might feel you can do half and half. Rest. And that's totally fine. All right, we're going to get ready for our squats. In 3, 2, 1, squats. Only go as low as you feel comfortable. So if it's this, then just do that. If it's just a little poke with your glutes back, that's perfectly fine. If you feel that you can get down lower, then do that. And rest. All right, lunges come next, okay? So pick your lunge position, hands on your hips or arms up, and let's go. Now, you may be asking, can you ever do the exercises out of order? Sure, why not? It's your workout, and rest. But remember the exercises, okay? Don't forget them, and don't take or omit any of them out, all right? Do all of them. So arm circles, circling. So if you do change the exercises around, just make sure you're not trying to swap anything out. Stick with it and circle backwards. But do the regressive if you find yourself feeling really tuckered. And rest. Come on down to your mat. Get ready for push-ups. And go. Good. 3, 2, and 1, and rest. Hands underneath your shoulders for cat stretch. In 3, 2, and 1, round. Take big breaths here. Two and 1. Good. Walk your hands back, tuck your toes, roll up and come to standing. Okay. Arms starting up this time, and reach up and hinge. Rolling up and reach up and hinge. And up and hinge. One more. And rest. Butt kicks. Okay? And 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Good. Keep going. Almost there. 3, 2, rest. All right. Round 7. So it should be round 7. All right? Starting with the marches and a home stretch. Go. And rest. Good. Now we're going to go into our squats. 3, 2, and 1. Notice I'm inhaling and exhaling, breathing, not holding my breath, but taking good breaths, diaphragmatic breaths. Okay? Full inhale and full exhale. And rest. Good. All right, arms, lunges. Lunges come next. 3, 2, 1, lunge. Good. And rest. Now arm circles. And 3, 2, 1, circle. Halfway point, circle into the back. Check your form, make sure you're at shoulder height. And let's circle backwards. And rest. Okay, let's get down to our mat for our push-ups. And here we go. Good. 3, 2, 1. Bring those hands back. Okay. Rounding in 4, 3, 2, 1. Round your back. And break. Good. Come on up to your feet. Okay. And let's start with our arms up. So my arms look like this, but extended. Hands look like that. And reach up, hinge, roll up. So my hands, fingers pointing straight up, every muscle in my body. I am stretching up towards the ceiling. Reach, hinge, roll up, and break, or rest, okay? And finally, butt kickers, okay? 3, 2, 1. Three, 2, 1. Rest. Okay? All right. Last round. Round number 8. You might be feeling really tired, or you might be feeling like you got this and you can keep going all day long, and that's fine. But we're going to stop after round 8. So marches. Give it your all, give it your best, because that's all that's left right now. Steady breaths. 3, 2, rest. Get ready for those lunges. Squats, actually, then lunges. For me, I'm going to do them on the wall again. Okay? And here we go. 2 and 1. Walk it out. And come on up. Walk it out. Come on up. And out. And up. And rest. Lunges come next. And I'm actually going to step forward off of the wall for my lunges this time. So as I said, variations are more than welcome. Let's go. So all it is the same lunge I was doing before. It's just this time my heel is touching the wall every time. And rest. All right, let's get ready for those arm circles. And circling forward in 3, 2, 1. Circle back. And rest. Good. All right, now we're going to come down for our push-ups, but I'm actually going to do them on my wall instead, okay? Here we go. And let's go. Push up. Stay with me. You still got it. Come on. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Now we're going to come down for our cat stretch. And remember, you can do your one leg push-up on the wall as well. And let's round. Again. Last one. And rest. Come on up. And let's do butt kicks. And go. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Very good. That's it. That's the whole Tabata. 8 rounds. 8 exercises. Okay? All done, one right after the other. Working for 20 seconds, resting for 10 seconds between each exercise and between restarting the round. We get little bits of water. We try to incorporate recovery periods during the workout. And write your workout down, okay? There's no need in having to try to remember it all while you're also exhausting your body or working your body out, okay? So if you can remember it, that's great. But sometimes initially you need to write it down to make sure that from exercise 1 to 2 that you're giving your body enough of a break. So you don't want to have, like I said, a really hard exercise for number 1 and a really hard exercise for number 2 and a really hard exercise for number 3, but maybe you'll have something hard and something easy, okay? Something that's a recovery exercise, something your body doesn't have to think about doing, but you can do it easily. We did that when we went from push-ups to the cat stretch, okay? Sometimes push-ups are really hard for folks. So I incorporated like a mind-body exercise, a cat stretch, something to lengthen your spine. And while you're still pressing on your arms, still getting a little bit of an arm workout there, your spine is getting a little bit of a rest, you're breathing a little bit easier. And even after that, I knew we were going to do something hard at the end. Butt kicks is hard, so we did something slightly easier before that. But we also prepared the body with a stretch. The reach-ups and the toe touches, that was a stretch to prepare us for the butt kicks, right? So us reaching up and touching our toes, bringing our heart rate down even lower before we went into that hyperactivity, that hyper exercise of the butt kicks. Whether you chose to do it in the regressive mode of simply just bringing your heel to glute or the progressive mode of running with it, again, it still brought you to hopefully a state of calm before doing that exercise. And then you had 10 seconds, and then we did marches. And remember, although marches can be a progressive exercise and be really hard because you're bringing the knees up to a 90-degree angle right after just doing butt kicks, you can make that exercise regressive, okay? So if you notice, we didn't go right from running butt kicks to a 90-degree march, okay? We took a break. We took a little bit of a break, and we did maybe a regressive march, low to the ground, bringing our heart rate down because we knew we were going to go to squats and lunges, which will shoot our heart rate up, but then we brought something easy again with the arm circles. So again, this is just an example. Use the same exercises you've been doing that you feel most comfortable with. Come up with a little routine of your own. You know 8 exercises. You can even do 2 of the same exercises with 2 variations, okay? So if you wanted to do marches at the beginning and marches at the end, you could do regressive marches in the beginning, and you can do progressive marches at the end. Same thing with the squats. You could do squats off of the wall at the beginning of your workout or early in your workout, and you can do progressive squats, all right, on the wall. So you can do one off the wall, one on the wall, all right? 2 same exercises, variations. Another example, as you saw me do during the workout, push-ups, okay? I did push-ups on the knees, I did push-up on the walls, I did one-legged push-ups on the floor, and I didn't get to do one-legged push-ups on the wall, but you know how to do that already. And I did push-up on my knees, all right? So I did variations throughout the workout of the same exercise just to show you that it can be incorporated, but if you're not feeling confident about all the exercise that we did and you doing them on your own, you can use the same exercise twice in your workout and just do 2 separate variations. All right? Now your heart rate, it's all this talking, should have come down. You should have had some time to have some water. You should have been able to maybe come and just rest a little bit. I want to forewarn you that whenever you're doing any type of heavy workout or a hard exercise where your heart rate was really high and your heart was beating really fast, please try your best not to sit right down after that, okay? Perhaps it's something I should have told you earlier and I apologize that I didn't. But whenever you're doing a hard workout, just like when you're coming up off of the floor for maybe doing a push-ups to a standing exercise, take your time so you don't get dizzy, so you don't accidentally pass out, because what you're doing is when it's like a rush, like a shock. So you don't want to shock the body. So take your time transitioning from one thing to the next, coming up off the floor to standing, and definitely do not just go and sit down right after doing something that has had your heart rate pumping. Instead, if you feel the need that you need to rest a little bit, take a couple of walking laps around your mat, around your area. You could even come down and squat on your knees, all right? And just rest here. Leaning up against the wall is another good option, okay? So you have something to hold you up, but you're still having your heart upright and you are elevated, being upright, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and start with our stretches, as I said. We're going to bring our arms out, palms forward, just like we would in arm circles. But instead, we're going to take one arm up above our head, bent at the elbow, one arm underneath, bent at the elbow, and we're trying to get our fingertips to touch, but if they don't, that's okay. And we're just stretching the front of the shoulders and down throughout our arms. All right, so the back of the arm that's upright, the side or the front of the arm that is behind. And let's switch. How long should we hold a stretch for? That's right, at least 15 seconds. And breathe. And bring your arms out to the side and give yourself a hug, one arm on top of the other. And remember, inch your way behind your back to grab underneath your shoulder blades, right where my fingertips are pressing. And just rest in that hug. And let's switch the arm that's on top. Good. Very nice. And bring your arms out and behind you. So bring your arms behind you, interlock your fingers. Okay? Hands can come underneath the glutes or above the glutes. And I want you to stick your chest forward. You'll feel a nice stretch throughout the chest as well. Breathe. And then what I want you to do is release your shoulders and release your hands. And now I want you to pretend you have a huge balloon in front of you and you want to give it a hug. And you have your arms wrapped around it and you're going to interlock your fingers. And you're going to push through the back of your hands while your feet are flat on the mat, pulling your belly button in towards your spine and rounding your spine and feeling a stretch similar to that of the cat stretch, which we did on the mat. And release. Release the rounding in your back, but bring your arms above your head. Good. And I want you to reach up, stretching through your tippy toes, lifting your heels up, pressing the back of your hand toward the ceiling, keeping your balance. And breathe. Take another deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. Lower your heels down. Bring your arms down. Very good. Now we're going to do that stretch we did the other day. Okay, so remember I called it the IT stretch. And I'm going to put my back towards you so you can see me. I'm going to take my right leg, bring it behind my left leg. I'm going to take my right arm straight up, palm is open, and now I'm going to lean towards my left. Okay, my right arm is up, my right leg is behind my left. I'm sticking my right hip out to the right side while I lean left. Keeping my chest open, not rolling my body forward, and just breathing. I know you may feel a little unstable, but you should feel a nice stretch down from your arm, down through your hips, down even through the back of your leg. And now gently bring that arm down, and let's switch. Left leg behind the right leg, and I'm going to face you so you can see me from the front. Okay? My left arm is shooting straight up. Palm is open. I'm going to take an inhale, and then as I exhale, I'm going to lean to my right side. Okay? And again, remember, my chest does not curve forward, causing my arm to fall in front of my face, but my arm is staying over my head, getting a little bit crunch on the right side, feeling a long stretch on the left. Good. Bring that arm down. Wonderful. And uncross the legs. Now we're going to come down to the mat. And what I would like you to do is I want you to get into a lunge position, but I want your back knee to touch the mat. Okay? So let's say you were here in the cat position. What you would do is you come straight up, chest is upright, take your right leg, for example, kick it forward. Okay? Now, if you're in this position and you need a little help with your hands on the mat, take one hand off the mat at the side of the leg that you're going to kick forward, grab behind the leg and pull it forward. Let me show you from the other side. Assist in the leg and pull it forward, okay? That's quite all right. Now, my right hand is on the mat. I'm going to put my left hand right next to it, okay? And I'm going to take my right hand and I'm going to swing it up. That's my outside arm. And I'm going to look up as well. And here I'm testing my balance as well, but I'm also stretching my inner thigh, my back. I'm giving it a little bit of twist in my lower back, a little back stretch. I'm stretching through the arm. I'm stretching behind the shoulder, okay? Comprehensive stretches are really good for the body. And then I'm going to bring this arm down, okay? And I'm going to take this front leg, and I'm going to, if I need to, assist it to bring it back. Okay? Now I'm going to take my other leg, kick it forward. Both hands are on the inside. Both hands, right and left. My left hand is the one that's on the outside. So I'm going to swing that arm up and look up. Good. And you get a deeper stretch if you take this shoulder, push it against the knee. So my left shoulder is going to be pressed against, my right shoulder is going to be pressed against my right knee. And you'll feel a little bit of a deeper stretch throughout your right hip. And breathe. Breathe again. And bring that arm down. And bring that leg back. Front leg back. Good. Now, let's come to a seated position, whether that's on your knees or on your bottom, crisscross applesauce, or your legs outstretched. Whatever makes you feel comfortable, okay? And let's tell our body we're done and we did a great job. So 3 breaths. Inhale, reach up. And exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. This time, when you breathe in, I really want you to feel that belly button pull tight. So inhale. Hold it for a second. And exhale. Great job today. Thank you for joining me, Paula, for our Tabata exercise today. That's T-A-B-A-T-A. 8 rounds, 8 exercises. Each exercise is 20 seconds of work. followed by 10 seconds of rest. You did a great job today, and I want you to keep up the great work. See you next time. Bye now.